Hello. It's been a strange sort of a gardening year this year. We've had some unusual weather patterns, and I think that's probably what's caused some of my onions, leeks, carrots and beetroot to bolt. Quite a few of them bolted and ran to seed and would have put up seed heads. Now that's not unusual. It happens most years. It may have happened to you this year. It may have happened to you in previous years. And then you've got to make a decision. What are you going to do? Is there anything that you can do? And what quite a few commentators ask, year in, year out, will you be saving some seed? Will you be letting them put up a seed head? Will you be taking some seed? I gave the same answer some years ago and nothing's changed. Watch this video from previous year and you have the answer to that question that comes year after year. Will you be saving your own seed? Enjoy the video. Hello. Here at Homegrown Veg, we've been harvesting vegetables. And regular as clockwork, some of those vegetables have run to seed, have bolted. And as I do every year, I've advocated pull them out, bin them. And again, regular as clockwork, when I've posted the videos, I've had subscribers and visitors say to me, why do you say that? Why don't you let them grow on? Why don't you let the seed head develop and take seeds? So I thought I'd shoot this video today just to explain my position. And you may be in a similar position, but you may not. And if you're in a similar position, I'll stick by my original advice. Pull them out, bin them. If you're in a different situation, then yeah, you might want to grow them on for seed. Okay, so where are we going to start here? Well, we're at that time of year now where we start to think about next year, because this year's growing season's just about over, and we start to make plans for next year. We may be actually tempted to go out and buy some seeds. But what I would urge you to do first is have a look in your seed box and just see what you're carrying over. Because if you're in the same situation as me, then you don't need to buy any seeds. And that's another reason for not keeping your own seeds. You've got hundreds of seeds left over. You've got thousands of seeds left over to plant next year. Let me show you this. Okay. This is a garden pea called Early Onward. Okay. Now, on every packet of seeds there is an estimated contents. They estimate the number of seeds in there. So the estimated number of seeds in this packet is 200. Now because I garden in a small cottage garden, because I don't have much room, because I only have 3 raised beds and I'm growing in plant pots, I don't sow a lot of these things. I didn't really need 200 seeds when I got this packet. And out of it, I think I've taken about 40 over a couple of years. Now basically what I've done is, this packet's open, so it's easy enough to empty some seeds out and count them and do an estimate. Okay. Do what the seed people do and say this is the estimated contents of this packet. Okay, so we started the year. We started off with 200 seeds in this packet. I reckon I've used 40. I reckon there's 160 seeds left in this packet. Okay, but we'll carry over till next year and those seeds will be viable. This is a broad bean, Aqua de Luce. Okay. There were 50 seeds in this packet. I've only used 10. That's all I needed. I grew 10 broad beans in a raised bed. In fact, I'm not too sure that I got that many in there. So there are 40 seeds left in this packet to carry over. This climbing French bean, 75 seeds in this packet when I bought this packet. It's open. I've emptied some out and I've done an estimate. I reckon there's 50 remaining in that packet. So with 50 of these seeds to carry over, I make that 240 seeds to carry over. So why would I want to save any French bean seeds from this year's beans? Why would I want to save any broad bean seeds? Why would I want to save any garden peas? I've probably got enough there for 4 or 5 years worth of growing without saving any. Now, if you're growing in an allotment, if you're planting lots and lots and lots of seeds, if you've got a big backyard, then you may want to save your own seeds. But if you're like me, growing in a cottage garden and you don't have much room, you don't need many seeds. Let me do these beetroot for you. Okay. Bold RD. 275 seeds in that packet when I got it. I've done an estimate of what's left in there. There's about 100 left in there. So we have 100 seeds, 100 beetroot seeds to carry over. Okay. Then we decide we'll buy some of these seeds, Cardeal. Now there are 200 seeds in that packet when I buy it. I estimate there's 150 left in there to carry over. Chiaglia. Looks a nice beetroot, doesn't it? 250 seeds in there. I think I've sown about 50. Remember, I'm growing these in plant pots. I'm growing these in small buckets. I'm growing these in raised beds that I need space for other things, so we don't have a raised bed full of beetroot. We might have a row that's 4 foot long, 2 rows, 8 foot long of beetroot. There are 250 seeds in there when I got that. I've estimated there's 200 seeds remaining in that. Cylindra, a long beetroot. I wanted to give these a go and try them in pots. 150 seeds in that. I reckon there's 50 still left in that packet. What about this guy? Perfect through. What does it say on this packet? Good for baby beetroot. Perfect through. So we'll give these a go in plant pots. They sound perfect for plant pots, don't they? I've got some growing now. 250 seeds in there. I've only planted 50, so there's 200 seeds left in there. Now, I don't know if anyone's doing the maths here, but I reckon this year, at the most, I've sowed 70 beetroot seeds. That leaves me with about 550 to carry over. You know, there's over 500 seeds there to carry over. Now, if I carry on this growing regime that I have, and I can't change it because I'm limited by space, can't grow anymore, that's 7 years worth of beetroot seeds to carry over. Now, I've had beetroot go to seed this year, and I've showed you it on previous videos, and I've had comments coming back saying, save the seed. Save the seed? I've got 7 years worth of seed on my hands now. I'm not saving beetroot seed. What am I going to do with it? But remember, if you're growing in an allotment, yeah, it might be worthwhile for you. Now, it gets even dafter. Carrot seeds. I don't know if you'll be able to see these, perhaps. These are some pelleted seeds I got 3 years ago, 4 years ago. It's a variety called Artemis, the pelleted seeds. There were 400 seeds in there. Right, I'm estimating now that there are about 50 seeds left in there. Actually, when I get a look at that, there's possibly more. But let's go for 50 seeds. 50 Artemis left in that packet. Autumn King 2, right? 1,600 seeds in that packet. 1,600 carrot seeds. I reckon there's about at least 1,000 seeds left in this packet. Okay, in fact, when I look at this packet hasn't been open. This packet has 2,000 seeds in it. It's not been open. I've 2,000 carrot seeds to carry over. That packet was bought to replace this packet of Autumn King, which is open and did have 1,600 seeds in it. I've used 600 seeds over the years out of that. There's about 1,000 left in that. I've just showed you a packet with 2,000 in. That's 3,000 seeds in 2 packets to carry over. Fly away. Well, let's give these guys a go. These are supposed to be carrot fly resistant. Okay, 500 seeds in there. I estimate there's 50 left in that packet. Norwich. Let's give this guy a go. Never grew these carrots before. 500 seeds in there. I reckon there's 50 remaining. I've sown quite a few of these guys, but there's still 50 seeds remaining in that packet. Amsterdam Forcing, a small fingerling carrot. I'll give these guys a go. 2,000 seeds is the estimated contents of that packet. I reckon there's at least 1,500 seeds still in it to be carried on to next year. This is the boy that everybody's getting good results with. Okay, you like me, you watch everybody else on YouTube. What's doing good, what isn't doing so good. Sweet Candle. People seem to be able to grow these guys and get a good report. So I had to buy some. I didn't need them, but I'll give them a go. 250 seeds. I reckon there's 50 Sweet Candle seeds left in this packet to carry on to next year. I get bored with this. Just hang on, there isn't much left. Right, we've got to give these guys a go. Rainbow mix. So we grow these rainbow mix, and what we find is that, and it's true to what's on the packet, there's yellow ones, there's some that are a lighter shade of yellow and a few orange ones. But really I wanted some purple ones. I wanted a better mix than this. But I got these rainbow mix, 350 seeds, there's 150 remaining in that packet. So, we buy another packet of seeds because we want to get some purple carrots in this mix. We want a better rainbow effect, don't we? 190 seeds. Hey, this packet's empty. We've used them all. Okay, so we've sown those seeds. Right, it's an empty packet. But this guy, because we didn't get so many purples, would buy a packet of purple carrot seeds. So this packet has 350 in it. Now I've opened it, but when I look inside, I haven't opened the foil packet inside it, so there's still 350 seeds left in this packet. So I'm carrying 350 seeds over. So, when we do the maths, how many seeds do you reckon I'm carrying over? Go on, put a guess on it. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. Go on, put a guess on it. How many seeds, how many carrot seeds am I carrying over? Well, let me tell you, there's got to be over 5,000 carrot seeds being carried over. Now, I only plant 50 seeds in a 10-inch pot. Well, do the maths. 50 seeds in a 10-inch pot, 5,000 seeds plus carried over. That's got to be 10 years worth of carrot seeds. Why would I save carrot seeds when I have carrots that go to seed? It would be ludicrous, wouldn't it? It would be crazy for me to do that. It might be crazy for you to do that. You need to get your carrot seeds and your beetroot seeds and any other seeds out of your seed box. Do a bit of a count up. Otherwise you're buying seeds you don't need, and you may actually be saving seeds that you're never going to use, that you don't need. Okay, so that's my explanation. That's why I'm not going to be saving any seeds. Now this year, we've had beetroot go to seed, we've threw it. We've had carrots that have went to seed, we've thrown them. We've an onion that went to seed, we've thrown that. We've actually had potatoes that went to seed. Now, We're not talking seed potatoes here. Let me explain the difference, and let me explain why I'm actually keeping seed potatoes and show you the difference between seed potatoes and potato seeds, true potato seeds. Okay, let's see what we've got here. Okay, now these are potatoes I grew this year, and these are a potato called Winston. These are going to be my seed potatoes for next year. Now there is a video on the channel, I'll post a link on the bottom of this video, showing you what's possible in terms of growing Winston in an ex-cut flour water bucket that holds 10 litres. Now don't pull me on this. That's got to be roughly half the size of a 5-gallon bucket that's very popular in the States. So I'm growing in a 10-litre bucket that's roughly half the size. Don't pull me. I know the maths doesn't stack up, but you get a feeling for it. Now I'm going to post a link to a video on the bottom of that just to show you what's possible from such a small water bucket. It's unbelievable. And the thing I like about this is it takes roughly half the amount of compost to fill it, half the amount of soil to fill it, and it's at least only half as heavy as a 5-gallon bucket, which is something you might want to consider if you're lifting these things and turning them out, particularly if you have a disability, or you're getting older, or you're a bit frail, or you're not so strong. You might want to grow in smaller containers. And the other thing is, when you empty them out, there's definitely usually an accompaniment for a meal for 1, 2 or 3 people in there, and that's enough. And in that case, you've no storage issues. Empty the pot, eat the potatoes, job done. Save a few for next year. This is Winston. So we're saving some Winston for next year. Okay. Now then, let me show you these guys. I don't think you can get these in the States, but they're a popular potato in the UK now, and they're popular, I believe, because of YouTube. Okay, right. Hey, Sapo Mura, come on. It's indestructible, this guy. Have you seen a Sapo Mura plant? Have you seen the tops? It looks like a small tree. The weather can't knock them back. I've just harvested my last one. Okay, the tops on it were at least 4 foot tall. Now I'm going to post a link on the video. I'm going to post a link on this video showing you that reveal from a raised bed. Trust me, you'll be blown away by it. Well, I was, and you will be. Right, so this is Sapo Mura, and we're going to keep these as seed potatoes for next year. Now, the Sapo Muras that I grew this year were seed potatoes that I'd set aside last year. So I haven't bought any Sapo Mura seed potatoes for 2 or 3 years. I've just kept my own back. Same with Winston, by the way. Okay, so pop along to that video, and honest, you will be amazed. Now then, if we're talking potato seeds, we're talking potato apples or potato berries. True potato seeds are in there. If you want to save these, if you want to cut them open, if you want to try and grow potatoes from true potato seeds, you can have a go. People have done it. There are videos on YouTube showing you how to do it. But what I would say is, all you usually get are a couple of very small potatoes in your first year. Now I would guess you keep those potatoes as potato seeds, seed potatoes, sorry, and grow them on the following year and get more seed potatoes, and that's how you build up your stock. One thing interesting about these guys is that the flowers of Sapo Mura that produce these, the Sapo Mura were in a raised bed that also contained King Edward potatoes, Majestic potatoes, Picasso potatoes, Cultra potatoes, and Charlotte potatoes. So these berries, the seeds in these berries, could be a cross of any of those potatoes. The flowers on Sapo Mura could have been pollinated by flying insects that had landed on flowers on any of those other potatoes that I've just mentioned. King Edward, Majestic, Picasso, Cultra or Charlotte. So we would have a cross, we would have a hybrid, I guess. So imagine if that Sapo Mura was pollinated by King Edward, we could call these potatoes, if we grew potatoes, King Sapos, could we not? King Sapo. Anyway, that's me done for today. I've told you why I'm not keeping seed. Have a look in your seed box, see what you've got, and you may be astounded at just how many seeds you have left over and whether you will have room to actually get them in the ground next year. And you decide if you want to keep seeds. But clearly I have limitations, I have restrictions. I have a small garden, I haven't that much room to work with, and as you've seen, I have thousands of seeds left over, so it would be pointless for me to keep seeds, wouldn't it? Absolutely pointless. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed this video. This is Homegrown Veg, signing out.